Good morning everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be using this pressure gauge to test the hydraulic pressure on my Fortum Major. So first thing we need to do is to undo the quick release coupling for the hydraulics, which is feeding the front linkage, and then what we'll do, we'll just plug that gauge in there. We'll lift the arms up till the relief valve blows off and we'll see what it reads on the gauge. Make sure the tap for front linkage is turned off so the link arms don't fall down, and then grab a little bit of rag because it will probably leak a bit of oil. That off there, that can rest on the top link for now because we're only doing a quick test. And then grab my gauge. Gauge in. Make sure there's no leaks. Then we can see that from inside the cab and see what the pressure is going to be. So we'll start the tractor up now and lift the hydraulics up. Make sure the top link doesn't hit the gauge and we should be good. So what we do now is start the tractor. We'll lift the arm up until the relief valve blows off, and then that will tell us then what pressure we've got. Off, you know. Well, that's not good that the gauge is leaking out the thread, is it? It had some thread lock on it, but we'll obviously have to put some more on. But yeah, looking at that, I don't think we fell off the pressure we need on the relief valve while it's cold anyway, if nothing else. So, yeah, we'll take this off now. What? Why is that all loose? Oh god, right, okay, so that's leaking there, that's leaking there. Oh my dearie lord. I need to tighten that up because when I've gone to undo that, it's undone that. Bloody hell. Never rains but it pours, does it? So what's actually loose on that then? Right, that fitting there is loose. Okay, that's fine, we can tighten that up. And then we can put some more Loctite on this because there's no actual seal in there, you just have to Loctite it in. And then we should be good to try again. Obviously we'll have to let the Loctite go off first. So we picked this up another day. So this I think was a Loctite I used originally, the like stick type, which I thought would work, but clearly it hasn't, so I'll use that this time instead. So we know there's no pressure in the gauge. So we can crack it loose, give it a clean with some brake cleaner, put some Loctite on, let it set, and then we should be good. It's quite tight, so something's doing something. So we'll have to just like give it a good clean and then put a lot more on, I think. So you see there's no seal in there, you can't put a seal on that. Looking at that, that's yellow, not blue, so maybe I did use that and it hasn't set. Strange. We put a lot more on anyway, so. Nice and clean in there now. I've cleaned the gauge as well, so we put a lot more Loctite on it. And see how we go with that. Maybe I need a different sealer, I don't know. Maybe there's like a proper hydraulic one. but it's the first time I've used it, so it shouldn't really have blown by, should it? Plenty of it, that's what I think. There we go, look at all that, lovely job. It's dripping off, it's got plenty on, hasn't it? Wang some in here too, just for good measure. As long as it doesn't lock tight the ball valve at the bottom for the quick release, would be okay. And there's not really any more I can do with that apart from leave it to dry. So if anybody knows of a better way I can seal this, I'm not sure whether PTFE tape will work, or you know, I can't go mad doing it up because it's brass, which makes me think maybe PTFE tape will work. But if you know, let us know in the comments. It'd be nice to hear what people use to seal up their pressure gauge connectors. So yeah, if anybody knows what the hydraulic pressure for this should be, then yeah, if you can let us know in the comments, that'd be great. I had a look online on Tractor Data, which is where I got it from, and that said 2,200, but I don't have a proper manual, so I can only go on like the information that I can find. Another good job I've done is, because it's quite a tight fit in here, I've decided to spray some yellow paint on the floor there, and on the floor there, for where the wheels need to be, because if I get it wrong when I put it away, the mower won't fit. So, not a big job, but a good job done while the sun's out and it's not drip dashed, so that's fine with that. What we will do now is we will probably get the T20 going, we'll put the forks back on that so that when the gauge is sealed up, we can do a pressure test on the T20 to see what the relief valve on that's blowing off like, and then we can make a decision what we're going to do with that in terms of how to increase its lift capacity without the hydraulic control valve sticking and then dropping all of a sudden, which is very, very dangerous. So yeah, if anyone's had any problems with T20 control valve sticking and found a good way of overcoming it, it does have the key rod in now, and the key rod, as far as I know, is working. But yeah, I believe it's just like a common problem when you load them up too much that the control valve sticks. So yeah, if you know that, let us know in the comments, and then we can try a couple of suggestions and see what we can find that works. Switch that off before it runs out of petrol. Switch it off. I could not switch it off. I know there's not a lot of petrol in it, so what I'm going to do is knock it off. Then we should be able to push back and in. Knock it over the camera. Back and in. That one's too high. Let's drop that down a smidge. Like so. Brake on. Right, that one's on. Wind that down on the arm so it goes under. And we'll give the tractor a push back. And hopefully it will straighten up enough that I can hook it on. So in theory I can wind that in again. And it will just pull it back in. Just like that. Flick it down. That's on. Top link on. The pin's small. I know. But I don't have at the moment a Cat 1 to Cat 2 top link for this anymore because I've used it on something else. So, okie dokie. There we go. The only thing I found with new top links is that the forging is a bit big to go in here properly. But fork's level on the floor now, so we'll move this out the way, and then we can do the same with this. We can open the valve there, which lets oil flow to the quick release spools, you know, service control valves. We can put a test gauge in one of these. Then when we pull the lever, it will pressurize the gauge and it will cause the hydraulic arms to lift, and then we can see what the relief valve's blowing off on. But we can't do that yet until the Loctite's gone off. So that'll be another day. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.